Team number 1, Tundra facing off against Boom, a best of 2, if that's a 2-0 or a 2-game series if it's 1-1, as we have it happen. Now let's get into this one. So anything that you see as far as like lane dodges that people really want to get?
I think everyone's just set on where we're going here.
Okay.
Right? Because I think we got that setup that should do fine, in theory, of the Viper and the Tiny. I say fine versus the Dazzle and the Jug.
Right.
But,
in theory.
Yeah, in theory. You know, we always say in theory.
Okay. In practice?
In theory, we have a
Who
pause
knows?
right now. In reality, we also have a pause right now.
Okay.
Scam taking the time of the pause to say good luck, have fun.
I like that. Oh, some setting switch-ups. He's like, let me just put on my win setting. That's a thing.
I need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that one, unfortunately.
You know.
Oh, yeah, I know the win setting. It's play Dawnbreaker in your pubs.
There it is.
Yeah.
You know, it actually stopped working for me, if I'm going to be honest. It's been rough.
People are figuring that one out, huh?
Yeah, that's why they have the ban button in the pro games. That's what's going on here. Oh, that is an interesting little inventory there, wasn't that? I saw, was that 5 branches and a windlace on the Viper?
We call that the Tundra. They love filling their empty slots with branches. You just click around, right? And it's just like, it's branches all the way down.
So what's the movement speed on Jug then? It was 295 on the Viper. So for Jug, is he going to be able to run him down? All right, well, 350 is pretty good, but they're smoked, yeah.
Yeah, it's got some speed boost and stuff, you know.
We'll find out. Imagine if you just kept that forever. That'd be a fun bug.
Thank you. Thank you for that one.
What?
Thankfully, it's not, you know. Don't give them any ideas on bugs.
Okay. It's okay. We can just submit it. There's the form now. We've got the answer.
We have the power of the GitHub.
That's all right. I will still say that, you know, you get caught by that poison touch from the Dazzle, and the windlace isn't going to really be helping the Viper that much. Fixing Mike. Come on, Scam. Get with it.
Well, I can tell you, Scam also right now, the only one on his team who has not moved out his courier. Very awkward. You know, everyone else really trying to win the Dota game.
Right.
Scam, he's like, you know, I don't know.
Give him a little bit of a break. The Owlie it's a hard one. Listen, he's 5 position, okay? He can just...
I'm sorry. Is his regen purchase off the bounty rune not the most important one in the game? I'm sorry, sir.
No, it's not. It's
those sentries, you know?
Yeah, no, nobody cares about that. You know, that's because it's a support.
It's like just like Roche timers, you know, where like eventually we just got the Roche timer. You have to write it down anymore. At some point, the couriers are just going to, you know, park themselves a little bit closer to the mouth of the fountain.
I wonder if it did it automatically. I feel like it's the type of thing that you should keep, though, because it's like, you know, it's one of those you put in a little extra work and you get a little extra benefit.
No, that's what Dota's all about. It's all the little plays. So, yeah, we're keeping that forever for sure.
Well,
we've reserved now, though, and we're going to find ourselves out. Monkey's going to find Soxa.
Oh, get out of there. The stun, though. The charge up, snaking, trying to back out. Tim's got tossed back, and, well, Soxa's gonna go down. He's so freaking low. Jackie now chasing for snaking, seeing if he can get the rundown, but won't actually find quite enough. Stun afterwards connects, and FBZ will get tossed back underneath the tower. Oh, FBZ wants to run the battle. Spear miss. No. Oh, that's not the way it was supposed to go. Unreal.
You know what Snaking needed to do there was just not tango and then just kill himself after. With the concoction.
I like that.
No, it's good. He's got lots of regen. He's fine. 5 more tangos, so and 2 mangoes. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Snaking is going to be spamming it out. So it was something that was theorized to become very popular, this 5 Alchemists, and I don't think it really took off as much as people were expecting. Like, I remember, like, Puppy was playing a lot in pubs, and people were just wondering, like, oh, is this going to be the next big thing in Tour 3 of the DPC? And I feel like we didn't see it that much. We saw way more of the core Alchemist. Specifically, if we did see it, it was more likely to be, like, kind of like a flex, not like a 9th overall pick support Alchemist. So if you haven't seen it before, essentially, the idea is that Concoction is a pretty good stun. It's got high damage. It's physical damage, so you can help pair it with minus armor strats, which are typically easier to draft around than like magic amplification. There's more abilities that involve minus armor, and that's really it. And this idea of like passing off the Aghanims, it can happen, but it's not really the main goal, I would say. Oh, that is cool.
That is, I mean, they made a rotation over. Tim's was hiding in the trees, becoming the tree, and he ends up dying for the trouble, but that does set us up for 3 down bottom right now. So if Monkey King just TPs back up top, then they're going to be left alone on that Weaver.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. And that's exactly what he's going to do, because what else would one do in this exact situation? In fact, his courier was already up top anyway. He was well prepared for this move.
That's cool.
But, like, Snaking can't go back up there. I mean, what's he going to do, like, run?
No, I mean, I wonder if they maybe just rotate the other support.
Well, I don't think they can, though, because then Snaking can't survive in that lane down bottom. Well, maybe he could, I guess. He could kind of use the concoction like an avalanche for safety.
Anyways, in the meantime, the mid lane, we've got the Invoker facing off against the Puck. Nothing really to write home about too much there. We'll see if they can get a decent time, although I will say that Yopaj is having a pretty good start of it for going Quas Wex at the beginning against that high base damage from the Puck there. But for now, at least, yeah, they're keeping it as is.
I mean, he's walking.
Oh, no.
He's making his way up there. It's kind of okay, right? His last hits aren't too bad. He's still keeping up there.
He's going to get that.
Skeeter.
It's the return of the king. He's going back.
The only downside is that he wasn't able to stack camp along the way, you know.
Forced the TP back to the tier 1 tower. Got hit by that toss back. Yeah, wasn't able to do anything, but he will go for that D ward up on the top side, it looks like, of opening up the small camp. So far, so good. A little bit of a mix-up, but Skitter's not been punished at all for this. He's still having a perfectly fine time up top.
Yeah, they even had a sentry in the lane, too, that didn't, like, they were kind of playing it coy. There were a few times they could have hit him, and he was getting kind of low, but I think they were waiting for that perfect moment, but unfortunately, they weren't able to find it. Now with the pulls coming through, he's going to be in a safer zone, so kind of getting away with one there with that big rotation of snaking to the bottom lane.
Yeah, finding a kill, obviously, really nice, too. So the early going is still into the favor with last hits of Boom.
Skeeter, he's real low.
Gotta back out. Does have the salve getting transferred over and actually taking some self-damage there on Snaking. But the salve up, heads back into lane. Everything hunky-dory. Wait, oh. Dude, he's dropping it out. Okay, no, it's just to get the extra.
Yeah.
I thought it was to lower his base damage. So he could hit it twice, but he can do that.
All right, that's the good stuff right there. Yeah, he's 1-1-1 right now, which is kind of terrifying on Weaver because they're going to try and spear you every time after the Shikuchi, right? They could just like boundless into spear, and it's such a long cooldown of 15 seconds. It's rather frightening.
Yeah, I guess that is something to watch for. But yeah, again, the really good last thing here from Yopaj in mid. Facing off against 9. They will find themselves a kill. Skem ends up going down. So Tundra making the most of it already. 3-0 start in this laning stage. In spite of the last hits and net worth being slightly into the favor of Boom. In terms of those couple of cores.
Get ourselves a little reconnect here from Skeeter. And yeah, I mean, all things looking good. But you know, game is still quite young, and game plan wise here, what are we really looking for here from Boom to get things going? We're gonna have ourselves an Invoker who, as you mentioned previously, he starts Quas Wex, so heavy on the rotations going into the earlier Urn, likely. Still could go Spirit Vessel if he wants to, isn't necessarily married to the item in this game, doesn't have to fully commit for it, but you know, it's a Quas Wex Invoker, they tend to like it. And, I mean, he'll be your big playmaker alongside the Mars. And then it's sort of a question of just, like, when is Jug joining fights? How much are we pressuring early? Overall, their tempo can be quite swift. And the support of, you know, position 5, Alk, not great when teams are running at you. I wouldn't say you offer a whole lot, you know, as an island, but...
Careful. Fairy Fire, Avalanche action, Yopaj goes down with the rotation coming over from Soxa, and Tim's also going to get tossed up in the air, dodges the Boundless Strike, fine and dandy. So they get both water runes. That is such a cool move. Actually, I think one of them might have gotten stolen away or had to be picked up on the other side.
Yeah, Tim's did grab, but still, I mean... Still shutting down that opponent in the mid lane, right? And 9 still, unfortunately, a little bit low, but, you know, despite going down there, Tim's consistent with the mischief, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Able to dodge out the concoction several times here as they're going to chuck another one up top on the FBZ.
Oh, God, that damage.
Yeah, that's only with it at level 2 as well.
That is not anything to mess around with. But in the meantime, you do get the Urn completed on the Weaver. So another little bit of a slightly strange build for that position 1.
I've seen this a couple times lately. It reminds me of the Spectre urn, right?
Okay.
People used to go earn Mask of Madness on Spectre because like you want to be involved in getting kills and it just helps you with that damage.
Okay.
I think it's a great choice. And you think about when you used to play Weaver as a core, you'd always buy a Keela, right? Because you wanted that little bit of mana regen too, and then sometimes you just go Bassy. So it's an item that really fits the hero well.
Well, it's pretty neat.
Now you got a RNG or a Keela in the jungle. You know, you gotta go pull the lever a couple times on the slots and see what comes out.
Arcane ring, you know, something fun.
Yo,
there.
Skeeter?
Oh my God, sir, that is not where you're supposed to be. He just ends up being brought down. So they lose Skeeter behind the tier 1 tower.
He got boundless into Spear. That's why.
But how do you get behind the tower, Trent?
Well, he got boundless into Spear, you see.
Jackie taking a good chunk of damage there. Can't quite connect on the healing ward, though. 3-3. Wasn't able to take that one out, so Jug gets away for a moment.
This will cover
As that phase is done. And Yopaj tossed back again. Though, like clockwork, these 2-minute marks, they keep rotating and finding the Invoker for the kill. Goes for the Invis. They have the Sentry Ward down. That is enough for the finish. Dazzle goes down, but they did get 3-3.
I will say, though, the worst part is that the runes spawning down bottom, no one even there to cover it, unfortunately, because of the fight in the bottom lane. And so 9 just winds up with a DD there, too.
Right.
So, of course, Puck, much like any of the Spirit heroes, love those runes, especially the 6-minute rune, because you're hitting your ulti timings and you're ready to go. So when that coil is back up, you're expecting a rotation to the most valuable hero.
I mean, you kind of know where he's going to go, though, at this point, right? He's either going to kill the Invoker again or go FBZ, because I don't know if you can kill Jug, even. I'm not sure if it happens. Like, with Spin Away, he's going to have Omni slash up, because he got that kill on the Viper without having to use Omni also.
Yeah, the risk is probably not worth it, going for the Jug, so.
Stacks there in the jungle.
Up top, though, Yopaj making himself known as they have the arena. They want to pressure this top tower. And this is something where you think about Wyvern, great. Position 5 Alchemist, really bad.
Yeah.
Trying to hold the tower by yourself. Like, I'm throwing in the ads. I'm going to threaten. You know, we're going to get some bugs on you. There will be damage. Please don't hit me.
Just leave me alone. Yeah, this glyph going to be used now by both teams. And that does mean a dead catapult. So they're able to hold it off. It's not a big commitment. And back towards mid, 9 goes on in for the finish onto Tim's. But Skem here, FBZ also in the area. If he's not careful, he's got that poison touch going. Oh, just barely off the mark with the spear. TP's out and will manage to make the escape.
That was one of the only angles he lives.
Yeah.
Because if he had went anywhere to the north, Yopaj was rotating down. So excellent play there.
Spin here from Jackie. Does have the mana for the healing ward, keeping that separation. He has been taking a bit of a beating down here bottom, but still keeping that net worth up. Just very close consistently to the Viper. As much as we talk about this team and the strength of Yopaj as an individual player, you know, FBZ and Jackie very capable of carrying a game for this team as well. We'll have to see if they can do it, because right now Tundra looking pretty good.
Just so consistent on keeping that healing ward alive versus the Viper. It's pretty impressive.
And then he walked into the tiny.
Well, yeah. Versus the Viper, like I said, you know.
That's fair.
Speaking of this Viper, going for the Orchid, so another item. It's kind of like sometimes you'll see the Atos, but the Orchid just with the changes to the item build feels good on so many heroes now that a lot of people are opting for it. And of course, versus an Invoker, right? Like it's just like when you play versus Puck, you want to force bad itemization. You want to force some sort of a dispel. You don't want to give them a free game. And that's what this Orchid can help to do. And plus, it's versus Jug, so you're going to slow down anything that hero wants to. They all want Maelstrom, right? They don't want, like, Yasha into straight Manta.
That's true. Well, they also want this gift here, and I think they're going to get it. 3-3 goes down very quickly. So Yopaj getting online, getting those urn charges to start his game. He's going Witchblade afterwards. That could be very cool.
Yeah, that big old right click. But that is the fear, of course, if the Orchid comes out, right?
Yeah, true.
Have to watch out for that a little bit.
I mean, it's sort of a game of who catches who, in a way. But we'll see. 3-8 at just about this 10-minute mark. Zaxa gets jumped on. Omni slash jumps to the creep wave. And then able to back himself out.
All right, let's go.
Escape.
That was good.
That was very nice.
And I think there's a problem occurring right now for Boom. You look at that net worth chart, that puck is getting away from the pack. About to crack 5K right now because 9, we're talking about like forcing itemization. How do they force defensive items on 9 this game? What is he afraid of? This guy's buying another null right now.
Yeah, there's not much. It's like even spears and things like that. I guess Tim's the boundless strike to open is the big thing he has to worry about.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to be perfect there. You have to set up for it.
A spear arena, right?
Yeah.
Same thing versus puck. Like that's. I mean, it's FBZ. The guy's good. Don't get me wrong. So maybe he'll hit it, but it certainly won't be simple. Oh, the TP concoction again. It's coming in.
I mean, he's still gonna lose the Viper there. Might actually lose Snaking too if he's not careful. I don't know on his slash.
Yeah. Thankfully, they're out of spells.
Okay.
No cold snaps or anything left. Or yeah. Well, the crew's coming though.
Gotta be careful. Oh, just barely dodging away from that one.
Oh, spin was just on CD.
Jackie gets it off the turn. Soxa now in some trouble. Gets the cold snap. Has Earn on him as well, but doesn't want to get caught by the toss back. Good use of the movement around the side of it.
And 9 can't coil right now. Like he knows there's no spin right now. But what if the Mars just TPs, right? Then suddenly you're in trouble here too. But I will take your small camp. Farming enemy territory is taking away gold.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true. They're still getting farmed towards the mid lane now on 3-3. I mean, losing the Viper there definitely hurts, and we're seeing the problem with this hero, right? If you get caught out, I mean, even if he's almost underneath this tower, you can still just get absolutely bodied.
Dire's top tower
But
is under
no
attack.
towers taken yet at the 11.5-minute mark, and Coil underneath tower, but Jackie's still fine. Goes on in, finds the stun. Still does have his way out of here.
It's a slow burn.
Anymore, the spin. Jackie still looking okay. Goes for the avalanche underneath. The toss is there. Wait, no, the toss up. Will he be able to get out of there? Grave comes out. Jackie looking for the rundown. Goes back in for the fight. Omni slash couldn't connect. Snaking goes in for the finish, but it's not there.
I swear, they're just like.
Jackie lives.
Like, at what point does FBZ TP? Like, it took so long to finally get his attention. He's like, all right, fine. You need the mop and bucket. I'll come clean things up there.
Radiant's
So,
top tower is
just
under
what you want
attack.
on your Mars, honestly. Like, I mean, it's great when you have to set the tempo on the hero and you're getting your blinks and you're fighting off, but
9. Oh, tries to TP out. Boundless connects. Yopatch has him. 9 in some trouble now. Behind enemy lines. Does have a lot of tools to try and play his way out of here. So I don't know if they're going to be able to find that run.
oh, he didn't go.
9? I don't know if he got tornadoed or what, but he is very dead. Might have had a chance to jaunt out. Didn't end up getting out of there, though.
Radiant's middle
Man, probably
tower
just good,
is
like,
under
chain stun or
attack.
something. One would think, or I was really trying to get past that tree line. That could have been part of it as well. But yeah, he did not make it. So well done there by Tims, especially when he's so low HP. I love the way how he didn't reveal after and get greedy at all. Just, you know, have confidence your allies are going to get it and you don't get picked off by the puck and go for a trade rather than just the free kill. And again, we were worried about this hero getting away because it is difficult. They need those boundless strikes to open up. And so getting one like that, absolutely huge for them. Slow down this puck. And what is our good friend Snaking up to here? Hitting some creeps. Does have 1 point in the Grievous Greed. Stopped at 2 on the acid spray.
Nice.
And thinking about some drums into perhaps the Boots of Bearing. Pretty good game for it, I will say.
Yeah, that would be neat. I think, you know, just amplifying that damage whenever they get the chance is pretty solid. Good movement speed stuff. Get away from the arena potentially.
2 hero smoke of Snaking and Soxa.
Okay.
Pop one off here and running in. Not the most usual support duo here. Tim's going to hop onto the camp, not going to pop the smoke because he's going to stop the farm. Will they get FBZ under tower when he is like 30 gold away from Blink?
I feel like this is a hard jump to make. I mean, yeah, 9's just coming in to clear the wave. They want to try and push the tower down a little bit.
Yeah, and Snaking was centering out of smoke too.
Okay.
So they did spot that, and he misses that obs. A pretty defensive observer here, spotting exactly where Sox and Snaking are sitting. Could be
careful.
real bad.
Monkey King, he spots him. Snaking Soxa. Meanwhile, the puck getting chased down a little bit with the cold snap earn combo. If they wanted to, they can try and play it a little bit coy for the moment. I mean, Jug is off the map also, so they don't see anybody on Tundra right now.
Yeah, just spinning on the Ancients right now. Jug players, you know?
Yeah, he's trying to get towards that mill. He's got it actually, so yeah, go back for Manta next. And yeah, it looks like they're just going to instead take their fortunes up into the triangle.
But there it is. Smoking into the Viper Orchid. A little bit dangerous here.
They scan, they know he's there.
He's regenerating back up, bringing out salves and clarities. 3-3, I love this about players, right? When you're trying to stay on the map as much as possible, always just being aware of that with your couriers too, so. Now we're seeing... They're pinging.
They're thinking about it.
Radiant's bottom
The angles.
Oh my god, he didn't stand a chance. Snaking stun might end up taking himself out. Yeah, they gotta run away. But they did get that top tower, rather bottom tower.
Oh, he didn't TP. He thought he was good.
No, he's done.
Oh, Jackie, the greed. He thought they were all going to go mid and defend the tower.
I mean, yeah, that is the
that's so
benefit.
free.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That was pretty sneaky by Tundra because they're like sort of giving up a lot of free pressure on this tower. Maybe they can rotate here in time. Like FBZ, he wants them to, right? He is Blink Arena.
Yeah.
It's like, please show up here. And just Blink the Spear. That's an easy kill.
That was like max range on that one too. Now TPing in the Viper.
Chain feed? Any chain feeders?
We'll see. They're bringing in the rest of them, so it looks like they're going to be okay for now. And Deso just completed on the Weaver too.
Some big item timings right now for Tundra, but boom, they're flexing. Looking good, rotating. I love that initial play too on 3-3. Find him in the tree, hop around, angle perfectly with the Boundless into the Invoker combos.
I mean, it is still very much like, you know, the net worth is looking good for Tundra, but you can see these things that, like, they don't really have if Boom is playing together, the team fight that they need at this point to deal with it.
And some of the mistakes that Boom have made too, like with that, like Jackie just dying and stuff, like handing over a free kill on their most valuable hero, and they're still only like 2k up right now, so.
Likewise, though, the Blink Dagger about to be completed on the Tiny. Monkey King also going for Orchid on Tim's. If he can finish that off, I mean, that's another way that you can really punish this puck play. Yeah,
it's really interesting. The Monkey Kings being going for that these days. Like, ever since they took away the Basher, it's been a little bit more difficult, obviously, for the Sport Monkey Kings to itemize. But the Orchid, with all those changes, has proven to be an excellent choice.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Finishing it off, and just about now has that Blink coming on out. We'll see if Tundra try and make a move with it. I mean, this could be a big moment for them. Again, you find like that big pick off, a toss back on the Invoker or something into an Alk stun, and suddenly like the game and the fight just looks so good.
Yeah.
For Tundra.
This game's like totally even right now, and it can go either way just because all of these huge items are flying out. But one thing that Boom have going for them is this vision. Inside the triangle, like they're sort of spotting out Skeeter, they know about his itemization, couriers are flying through, they're seeing this movement everyone's house setting up, so they're gonna know that they're sort of conglomerating over here for some sort of a maneuver. But likewise, you know, a little bit of vision down bottom there for Tundra, so both teams in the know, I would say, about the general strategies. It's sort of just a who's willing to go first, and is that gonna be an engagement or objective pressure?
Toss back onto the Dazzle to get the Grave off, no. Does have a cold snap on the Soxa, but they don't have another hero that can go in like that. The power of Tundra just being able to go for the big quick pickoff.
Yeah, that's a great observer right there. Is that he has? Do you see this? That ward. Look, he's named it Sentry Ward, and it says planted by Snaking.
Yeah, like
he changed the name. That is so crafty, and it's a blue ward. Dude, that's illegal.
Wait, really?
Val admins.
Is that really?
Yeah, it's a blue-colored ward. He named Sentry Ward, and it's an Alps. Oh, this guy's above. Snaking's next level.
Next level. Listen, got to get a little shifty when you come in.
Yeah. Dude, what is this?
That's so good. I love that. People know. I'm sure they know. Abba, toss. A lot of damage there, out onto FBZ. Another hero by Boom caught. Just off in the river, taking a swim. Man.
He's sleeping with the fishes.
That's right, he is. Nailed it. Well, interesting. I mean, that's a ton of the map just like shut down and controlled now. The tier 1 tower mid, the only one that's left standing right now for Boom. And meanwhile, you know, Tundra, they've still got their mid, they've got bottom good to go. They're looking solid.
And they got an Alchemist hitting the jungle as well, so he's not willing to just stay down in the lower levels of the economy. He wants to pull himself up by his 4 pairs of boots, or you know, 4 bootstraps, I guess. You know.
No. spin runaway action. Yopaj over there as well.
Yeah, he's a little stalled out right now, right? Like the fights haven't been going their way. He's trying to initiate. It's basically Yopaj and Skems who are like running around as a single unit. Not able to grow much. Also sitting on 0 earn charges. Real sad. That's...
Yeah, that one's a little bit tough. I mean, it's so weird because it felt like Boom were sort of making these like smoke plays, trying to find kills, and the last couple of minutes has very much just been static for them. We haven't seen those big rotations, and now they're going to go for it. So it hits daytime, and they're set to move out across the map. And imagine they're looking for mid. FBZ, gets the smoke
wow,
broken
that
by
Orchid.
Skidder.
He actually got Orchided too.
Oh, man. Just not quick enough.
Man, 2-3's fast.
Now, we're also smoking into no vision. Up top, though, looking for a moment, seeing if they can find somebody. It is a stun on the Snake King. This is not the kill that they were hoping to get.
Yeah, I don't think you can Rosh with that. They might try it, but it seems a little bit dangerous to me, especially when they used Arena. So that's probably, unfortunately, not the path they're able to take.
Yeah, they don't really have much minus armor at this point either.
Yeah, I mean, they're keeping an eye on it, right? Because they're worried about Tundra doing it.
In the meantime, though, Tims is currently top of the supports, and I think this is the Orchid coming out to him. You know, is Tims going to save this game for him?
It's so good versus the puck. Because, like, Nine has this classic situation where, like, he doesn't want to itemize defensively at all because he's just so much he can get away with. But if he gets Orchided, it's bad news.
3-3 there. And does have the Tiny nearby for defense if things get a little bit spicy. BKB done on the Invoker. So these last couple of minutes, again, it hasn't looked great for Boom. It's been a slight lead for Tundra, but it does feel like Boom is going to hit a timing here with a couple of these items. We'll see if they can make use of it or not.
Yeah, I think there was an opportunity there if Tundra could have gotten just like a little bit more out of that mid-fight, they would have taken Rosh, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't find that in the end, and so they don't have that threat of the Aegis and bad engagements from to worry Boom. And so now Boom's just thinking, okay, well, we got ourselves a BKB and an Orchid. Like, let's go forth and try and find some kills. And you know, I've been talking about the Puck not having to build defensively. Same thing for Skeeter, right? This is an Orchid versus Puck and Weaver who don't have dispels right now. And the big save is essentially just get to be socks up blink tossing.
Yeah, whether in or out or just interrupting with an avalanche or something. Another smoke that will not end up bearing any fruit here. FBZ still one item away from finishing off his BKBs, and these illusions doing a good job as well. They scout out a bunch of stuff that was over there. Still keeping eyes on everything. And you can see Tims is now trying to go on the hunt, seeing if he can find that puck, but everybody backs away. Tundra playing this absolutely perfectly. Old Sentry Ward, giving vision.
Just taking their time here. Well, if we do take our time, what happens this game? I don't think anyone like mega outscales. A lot of it will depend on like how the items match up. Like we're talking about like dispels and initiations and everything. There's an initiation.
How did that avalanche not hit him? Orchid, use, jump in. That was not how it was meant to be. Oh, that was a rough one. Oh my god. Oh my god, the coil of the fight, Yopaj! BKB, he's done! He does not have a way out of there. Tornado won't stop it. The rundown coming. And Skipper with the double kill. Now Snake King does not get brought down by FBZ either. Just sort of a couple of combos of tragic mistakes, and Snake King will die. But afterwards, Jackie, he's going to get ran at. They got
not
the
again.
avalanche.
Not again.
Manta tries the Omni, not going to do it. Does have the grave, needs to get out of there, but there is nothing to do. He is rather late, ends up dying nonetheless to 3-3. I don't know.
Was there no stun? Yeah, he got avalanche. He just TP'd too late. All right, Jack gave it an off game by a little bit. Maybe Steve was on CD. I didn't see. But that is pretty bad.
That is Tundra doing what they need to do.
Yeah, they have cracked open this game, and well, they got themselves a little Viper Acid. If the Alk's not there, you just have to live with that instead. Still quite fine. Taking this Roche with the help of the Deso. By the way, up to 8 stacks now.
Oh, yeah. Strong. And the BKB coming out didn't even need to go for the disassemble on the Dragonlance. You can see this game has gotten blown wide open in the last couple of minutes, and that graph might just keep tilting into the favor of Tundra unless something happens to change it soon. Because right now, Boom just have not come up with an answer. This is about as perfect as it can be for them. They find one stun. It's Saksa though. The rest of the team coming in. A good arena down. Do they have any more follow-up damage though? There's nothing. FBC BKB gets Grave, wants to walk away from this. But with the bug on him, all the vision in the world, he is gonna die. And Boom are just getting ran at. Scam gotta run, trying to go for a Sunstrike. Healing ward down, it won't matter.
Oh, this could be a big coil.
Puck comes in, a good silence. Okay, maybe a chance for a turnaround there. Puck in trouble, going to die. Tims goes down to the triple kill from Skitter. So they do find one in return, at least on the side of Boom, but it's not what they were hoping for, I don't think.
Yeah, Kai Saj not able to tank him up enough to save through the Orchid, but the saddest part was missing out on some of those earned kills. Did finally get some though. Yupaj now has 2 charges, so that's actually huge. Like it sounds like kind of a bit of a meme, but at least now you can move and like make some decent initiations. Just really improves your fighting potential as it's all about the cold snap. And still struggling to get to that next item here, but we'll have his bots pretty soon. So a little bit back in the game now. It's still all 3 dire cores on the top of this chart right now.
Yeah, they're feeling quite good. And you know, as it gets to later and later stage, you do have some amount of like other things that you can build into, like the Aghanim Scepters potentially. Combat toss. Oh, Skip, not where he wants to be. Couldn't grave. The Orchid came out, and they end up killing that Dazzle again. Didn't even get the D ward. Tundra firing on all cylinders right now.
They do have great initiation at this point. Like, just for those little pick-offs like that with a pretty low commitment overall. I mean, I guess except for Saksa. Kind of to throw the body in there. Oh, yeah. There's no force staff yet. Soon he's mega low commitment.
Mid lane, pushing this in. Yopaj trying to stop it. The blink is done for the Alchemist. Meanwhile, they're trying to hunt 9 here a little bit. And they were, I mean, again, this is where you sort of feel the pain of not getting that D ward on the Dazzle. They can't really come and invade that area that well.
Yeah, and this goes back to, oh, well, here he is. Okay, he's going to lay himself right next to 9. There is a chance here.
Let's see if they can get him. Nope, TPing out. They're fighting mid. That's where they want to go, at least, for the defense.
Unfortunately, they don't find it. This might force a smoke. That'd be a classic one, right? Yeah, y'all TV back, and then you didn't find anything, so you bring out a smoke, and you try and chase, and then it goes poorly, and you GG. No smoke, though.
Oh, yeah, a little bit weird with the spear.
That's Aegis. That's Aegis.
Toss away. They don't even get it. Dude. FBZ there, I think he shortened his blink a little bit. I think that's what happened. He went a little bit too far with it, and he blinked short, and he had to spear to the other tree instead. Unfortunate. Blink it. Oh no! The BKB! The BKB goes for 3-3. FBZ, it has been a rough one for the Mars. Not able to find what he needs. The Yule, no, the tornado!
Yeah.
At the same time, spinning away. Oh man, Boom has just not been able to put it together here. Double coil onto 2, silence, chase down, bumps onto both. The stun is there, all the armor's gone, and Jackie tries to turn and valiantly will Omni Slash, but I think the entire team of Tundra is going to tank through that one happily. Snaking, he's not willing to let him go. Goes for the stun, round 2, maybe. Blink finds him. Chase in. Who needs tier 4 towers? Tundra coming into the base. They will finally get that kill there on the Snaking. Yopaj goes for the BKB.
Oh, they want it. They want it so bad.
Disarm. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. Somebody is yelling, get back on Tundra. Sunstrike is not going to connect onto 9.
It's probably AUI in the next room. What are you guys doing?
Don't do this to me.
Relax.
But, I mean, 13k gold lead. They can do what they want at this point.
Yeah, it's starting to feel that way, that's for sure. And again, Tim's on the hunt here. Trying to find 9. And 9, putting some respect there, was did have the Yules queued up for a little bit. Then that fight was won. I'm like, no, never mind. Yules is boring.
I mean, going for the full, you know, the full big item is pretty nice. Get it, but I feel ya. 13k gold lead, 14 to 21. And next round of neutrals, out and ready to go. Time to party.
Alright, well, Boom fans, what are you going to do to win this game? That's the question. Definitely need some good chain stuns there from FBZ, but it can be done. Right, you got Mars, you got Arena, maybe a Shard perhaps would be a nice pickup. Currently wants the Refresher. You can't blame him. It's one of the best Refresher heroes in the game, I would say right now, just because like how much you rely on the Arena and the BKB.
Oh yeah,
it's a huge jump up for the hero. But
yeah,
that's what they need.
I mean, it's going to take some time to get there, and you know we're seeing other things. The Hex is the choice for the Invoker instead of going right into the Boots of Travel. But I mean, again, it's are you going to get that opportunity? And another Blink not going to be able to connect to the stun. Instead, FBZ is found again. Avatos, punch pummeled. Graves needs to get out of there. Can he fully escape? It looks like it for now. But still, that was BKB down for FBZ and not that much used. Meanwhile, Snake runs in. Silence is there. Will hit himself. Okay, Snake went a little bit hard. In the meantime, Skidder on the low ground. A good chunk of damage there. Yopaj decides he wants to TP out. Will he get out in time? No! Skidder gets the kill. Skem being chased already with the Monkey King and the Invoker dead. Tundra, they're ready to run it again. Sock with a big ol' hit. The double kill on 9. And they will eventually lose that tiny, but buybacks abound. Tims is in trouble. This is going to be a dieback for him. Just did not stand a chance. 16k gold lead. Tundra came to play on day 1 of this major.
Yeah, I actually think Snake King did that on purpose. I think he was literally running in with it charging, hoping to get silenced so that 9 could jump in after.
Okay.
Because I was looking at it, I was just like, oh man, he's going to silence him. And then 9 was just waiting.
Yeah.
And then he just hops it after. And yeah, that's what you got to do sometimes as the 5. Sometimes tanking the spells is the best thing you can do.
True. Come on up.
Otherwise, there's no one to tank for your jug while they just hit your towers.
Tier 3 tower going to fall here in just a moment. Maybe Jackie's going for a deny, but regardless, it's Octarine Core done. The silence is there, has the Manta. Okay, Dazzle Shard. That's a little bit of an addition.
Skeeter objective gaming.
Yeah, exactly. And Melee Rack's dead. Skim almost died right there just to that combo. Jeez.
That is true, though. We didn't talk about the shard. That is another huge reason why Dazzle's being picked so much right now. As you know, I say you don't have a stun. That is true. You know, that's why I dislike playing the hero. But now you get shard and you do get yourselves that hex. It's not the most reliable one, obviously, as it is like a projectile, but still very annoying to play versus. I'm sure we've all realized that at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, you've got some form of like reactions to it, whether it's the Weaver or like getting out of there or like a phase shift or whatever. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Getting it next towards the Wraith pack, it looks like, for the Alchemist. And in the meantime, that Scotty completed does mean that we're in a sort of end game territory for Tundra. You take one more lane of racks and probably it's going to be a double into some pretty rough stuff.
Yeah, those are some big inventories right now.
I'll smoke up. Roche capable of respawning in a minute and a half. Boom. They're going to need to hope for some kind of wonky spell casting here from Tundra. As you can kind of just face roll the keyboard at this point, and it's going to look kind of okay. But we'll see. Vision up on the high ground. FBZ. Oh, they see this. They spot Saksa ready to jump. Sneaky. Oh no, they don't connect on the spear. FBZ not where he wants to be. They do have the cold staff combo running in with Jackie. Snaking is going to go down here most likely if he fully commits to it. He will. Meanwhile, the backline, the jump comes out. A round of BKB use. Skidder is just absolutely destroying all of the rest of these heroes. He dies again. 9, it goes on the mega kill streak. FBZ trying to stop it. Gets the blink away from the TP out, but Jackie spin TPs as well. 3 for 1, and it's going to be a 4th. They found him.
Yeah, they need the big fight, and they are not finding the big fight right now for Boom, clearly. And they're still hanging in there, though. Obviously, this is a group stage where the lowest teams will be getting eliminated here. We got quite a few teams getting knocked out in the groups here in Arlington. So every single match extremely important. And right now, you do have the tools. And, you know, I hate to say it, but you have hero displacement with the spear. Hero displacement, one of the best tools when it comes to high ground defense. It's particularly around your ancient, you know, towards your fountain. You never know. We can figure things out here, but it's a low chance.
It's a low chance, but maybe they can get it. Oh, he hit 25. Yeah, Coil Pierce spell immunity. so Jug cannot even get away afterwards, and now just going straight for the tier 4 towers. They're saying, come buy back if you want us to not end the game. It is a little bit greedy, I'll say that, but with Jug dead for 70 and no buyback, I think that this is actually going to be enough for them. So the heroes respawning now from Boone. Do we get one last hurrah? Ready to jump in with the Mars Arena. Punk jumps into the fountain, finds FBZ. Arena down, spear onto one. Will it be enough for the kill though? No, the puck is not going to drop in Tundra. They're just focusing the buildings. The GG is called. Tundra will take game number 1. Not bad.
Yeah, and certainly a dominant last half of the game there from Tundra. The game just constantly flowing in their direction after 20 minutes. But right up to that 20 minutes, it was open. There was certainly an opportunity here for Tundra. Both teams playing the early game fairly similarly, where we just got to a point